I haven't worn a suit jacket in years. But the other day I started looking for like a steady job because my income fluctuates a lot with my self-employed job, and so I wanted something steady to help even things out. So I went on job boards and I saw a bunch of things that, just administrative duties, things that I feel I could do easily, customer service things, and just filling out and sending in resumes through this job board. And I got 2 calls. I actually wasn't even really expecting anything, but I got 2 calls. One from, they were both call centers, I think. One of them, I did an interview over the phone and they didn't get back to me. I haven't seen another message from them. Another one, I went to do an interview in person earlier this week and then got a call yesterday to come in for their orientation. So I went in, put on a suit jacket. It feels nice, looking professional. It's not something I would really want to wear every day, but once in a while. So anyway, I went in, and as I was sitting there, a cold pit was in my stomach, actually. But nervousness from doing something new, but also just a cold pit of, I don't want to be here. And the reasons just kept coming to me more and more as the day went on. This was a place where I would not be allowed to use my phone, to have my phone even on me while I'm working. And one, just for the safety reasons that of everything involving my phone, I don't like it being somewhere where I don't know. And two, I like to be able to be in touch with the people in my life, my parents if need be. My little cousins call me if they need me or if they want to do something, and that's nice. I wouldn't be able to if I'm working, and they would understand if I say that I'm working, but I don't like being out of touch. Like, I understand at work I can't be on my phone, but I can't even have my phone and my handbag next to my desk. Don't like that. So anyway, I'm listening to the orientation, to the questions being asked by the other applicants as well. And I'm looking through the contracts there, and I think don't sign anything if I'm not sure. I don't want to be locked into anything. And then as I'm sitting and listening, more and more reasons for why I don't want to be there kept coming to me. I have a headache right now. I get headaches. I'm looking into why. But I don't want to not be able to stop and close my eyes and rest if I have a headache coming on in the day. Because I've actually had headaches for a while. I go long periods without them, but when they come, it hurts. And I like being able to go and lie down during the day if I need to. Like I said, I'm self-employed, so I have been able to do that. And then make up, if I need to work a bit later in the evening, I can do that. And then if I end up working late at night, I can sleep in the morning. So I don't like not being able to eat and sleep when I want if I have to take that job. I might be willing to do it for another job if it was a more enjoyable job, but it didn't look like this job was going to be something that I enjoyed. It didn't look like it was going to be bad, just not enjoyable. And that's not even going into there were no health benefits for this job, which is something I'm concerned about. So anyway, for me personally, more reasons why this job was unappealing to me was the early mornings that I would have to do. Now, of course, I know that's par for the course with being employed by another person or by another business, but my personal reasons for that are, one of them is my cat. Her name is Magna. She has a chronic illness. She spent 2 years going in and out of different vets, trying to find out first what was wrong with her, and then second, how to fix it, or at least alleviate it. Because it was to the point where my sister, who is an animal rescuer, was worried that we would have to put her down because she was in pain a lot, constantly. Thank God we were referred to a vet who was able to find a way to treat her. Magna has periodontal disease and gingivitis and stomatitis in her gums. So her gums would get really, really inflamed. The vet used the word deteriorating at one point, and she couldn't eat well. She had to be on painkillers and antibiotics, which is not a long-term solution. Her little organs would not be able to take it long-term. And this made her very antisocial with the other cats, so she wouldn't even stay in the house. And then when she was scared and in pain, she would be outside and find somewhere to hide. I would go outside and I would sit with her, and I would try to coax her to eat a little bit so she's not starving right in front of me. And thank God for Dr. Brown. She figured out how to give her treatment and then removed most of Magna's teeth, which allowed the inflamed areas of her gums to clear up. She still has her front teeth so she can eat. She eats really well now. Still has some of the antisocial tendencies she developed though, so she doesn't like being in the house with other cats too much. But in the morning, I go for a walk in the morning, 30 minutes at least, and Magna will come out from wherever she's hiding and walk with me, and then meow at me incessantly to go inside and feed her. So then I will feed her, and she will follow me back outside to sit in the backyard for a while. And so I will spend the morning, this would all be before 7 a.m. So I would spend the morning sitting with her while I'm listening to a podcast or an online class or something on my phone, so I can just pet her, give her some attention. It's been a year that she's been better, and I'm so glad that she is. But I want to be able to do that, or to spend the morning doing my hobbies. I used to spend the morning doing some exercise and then drawing, and I want to get back to drawing. Or spend the morning, wake up first thing and then do what is in my head to do for my jewelry business or for my writing. Spend the morning doing that. And in theory, I could do that with this external employment, because if I go to bed at a reasonable hour, then I can wake up early, spend an hour doing something, whatever it is, and then have to get ready for work. And again, I would be willing to do all of that if it was a job that I had some enjoyment in, and I was not going to have any enjoyment at this call center. So I am still going to apply for other jobs. I'm going to look into jobs that are more in my field, closer to what I do, like writing jobs. My sister recommended looking for jobs writing for the local newspapers. I'm going to look into that, give you an update if I get something, or look into jobs that are at places that I would enjoy. Sitting in that building, their lighting wasn't great either. I feel like I was going to go blind in there. I actually do need to get new glasses anyway, as well, so that's another thing on top of it. So, what I was getting to, my self-employed job, I have my jewelry business, which is bringing in not as much as I would like and not as much as I know that it could. My problem is not with my products, my problem is with myself. I am not putting in the necessary work to reach where I need to be. And so that is what I need to do. I need to focus on fixing what is wrong with myself, my own issues that I am preventing myself from reaching the full potential that I could with my self-employed business. And so yes, I am going to be putting in those efforts. I will document everything that I do this week towards that, and next week I'm going to, so that I have it right here, so that I have so I can look back at what have I done this week to get to where I need to be. And for my writing a book takes time, so what can I do to try to make money from it, or what services can I offer in the meantime? Like I said, I'm going to look into actual writing jobs with the local newspapers like the Gleaner. I can write short fiction, short snippets. I have one of my stories that is already mostly outlined. What if I could write that out, like just in short scenes that I could share, serialize it? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to set aside like 1 hour of the day to just try to write a scene from that. And if I can get like just that written. It can be something that I can maybe start sharing. And for the larger novel that I'm working on, which would actually be within the same series as these short snippets that I want to write, so they would cross-promote each other. The novel, I have the part 1 mostly written. I'm going to contact a friend of mine who is an editor, see if she has the time to take me as a client. And by the end of next week, wherever I have reached with that part 1, because I need to self-edit it first, wherever I have reached, even if I feel like it is garbage, I'm going to send it to her to get the next step going on getting it publishable worthy. And it's my own fault that I'm not where I should be. I should have been doing better. But sitting in that office, feeling like this is the kind of job I might need to do if I can't make a proper living off of my own things, that was motivating. So I'll see you for next week's update. Maybe I won't be wearing a suit jacket next time, or maybe I will. It's actually very comfortable. Bye. Have a good week.